Well, second battery, I mean, Jeepers battery used to last an hour. Now it just seems like 30 minutes or whatever. But hey, just brought my rain gear on. Well, my raincoat anyway. They come with my rollback. But anyway, see how it's coming. So I'm going to take you out and show you the water. It's starting to fill the ditches up and running down pretty good now. So let's go take a look at what it looks like. Yeah, big yellow friend there is kind of blocking that there. So you can see it's starting to come down there pretty good. As long as I go this direction, it's not too bad. So, yep, it's starting to saturate. There's the ground now, it's just running off. So you can see where I put my straw bales in. I started right there. And what I need to do is slow that water down. So you can see in between that there and that there is all sod, so it's good. So it just goes right over top of the sod. So it's getting it out of that ditch area. See, I'm putting it on the sides of it, and see the sides of it is sod. So anyway, it's not got an issue there. It's not gonna. It'll go right over top of that sod. It won't cut out into it. But yeah, it's got the ditch pretty well filled up here. Actually, I've seen it fuller than that. I've seen it where it's all way over to the left and over that coming over straight down through there instead of around that bend. So down through that way. Let me back up, get on that side, because I just put more rocks and stuff down right there. It's already pretty well got them washed out there. But show you how deep that is. You see those two blocks, there's another one right underneath it. So it was washing all that out in there. So I gathered those rocks up there, and the idea is to get that dammed up, so it would bring that little rock and stuff in there, and then it would bring it up to that level, and then you'd have a waterfall here, which I don't care how deep this gets out here. But the idea is to fill that up with a little rock there. See, it's already washed those little ones there. I had it dammed up there with the bigger riprap, but I needed something like that there so that it's not going to wash it out. Those pieces underneath there is 2 by, I think they're more than 2 by 15s or something. They are cypress, so, and those logs in there are cypress, so they'll never rot. So not ideal. It keeps washing out over on this side, and there's not that much bank. And if you see over there on the other side, there's not much bank holding it. See, there wasn't hardly any bank holding it right there at all, and that's the reason I poured that concrete. I went up underneath it, so basically the end of that concrete on both sides is sitting on that pillar of concrete, and not along the posts. I put them on, I dug down underneath there and then put a concrete footer down underneath there. Those not posts, but those logs were sitting on it. Maybe I get over on the other side. And I can show you how much of this corner, that right there, is still with dirt. see there? Not very much. That's part of the old culvert the old owner, the owner had in here. It was a steel culvert, and luckily, as long as it stays down there, see, it's not going to eat into that bank. But when it gets above there, it eats into that bank, and it's ate a bunch of it out already. There was probably another good foot and a half there that it's already ate out. So coming down through there pretty good. Pretty soon that'll have that big old shoot, can't think of the name of it now, tree. It'll slide off into that ditch eventually. But that's all clay up underneath there, so it's going to take a while to eat through all that clay. So that's part of the bridge that I took out. So I need to pick up a few of those pieces there that's in there and put them on the other side of my bridge there, because it's not going to wash those big pieces out. Coming down through there pretty good. Take you around, I'll show you what I had to do over here. It's amazing where these golf carts will go. We hadn't had much wind yet. I was gonna pick up sticks and stuff in the woods there, and I'm glad I didn't. I said I'll just wait till the winter time and then I'll go ahead and do it then. This culvert here, when we bought the place, that riprap and stuff wasn't in there. It was all washed out. So I put that riprap in there to slow that down. But the bottom of that culvert, I'm gonna get over here and show you. See, he put the owner that was here before, he put that concrete thing there right there, but the bottom, that's galvanized culvert. And galvanized is not supposed to rust. Well, I don't know what it is about this soil, but yeah, it rusts. So what it had done, it had rusted to the bottom, and then the water was actually going underneath that pipe, and it was washing out a big gully underneath there. So what I did is I used Mother Nature I went ahead and down here I dammed that up and stuff. So I let Mother Nature fill all that in underneath there. They brought a little rock or whatever and came all the way in there, and it actually filled that all the way in to the bottom of that pipe. And then that's a 24-inch pipe. So I mixed up concrete up on this end. Well, I did as far in there as I could reach, and I mixed up concrete and I shaped that all back in with concrete all the way up to good metal. And then when I got over there, I went ahead and did that in as far as I could reach. And then what I did is I'd mix it up, and then I had a rope going underneath there. Then I had the wife put it in a little flat pan. It was something to fit in there, and then I would pull it. Well, I'd crawl in there, and then I'd pull. I started on that end, and then worked my way back this way. She'd fill it up for me, and then I would pull it, and then take it with my hands and fill it all in underneath that culvert. So so far she's holding up. Wasn't no fun job, I tell you, because I can just barely fit under there, and my hand's out this way, and getting back out of there. But sometimes you got to do what you got to do. So my other alternative, I had the backhoe here. My alternative would be saw cut that asphalt, take that culvert out, stick another one in there, and then you'd have that gap there on concrete. You would have to have re-asphalt, and being he put that concrete piece there on the other end, which made it a little bit more difficult, see? So I wouldn't be able to just get that culvert out of there. So I just say, well, Mother Nature helped me here, and we'll get that all filled back in underneath there, and so concrete has a thing to sit on and wouldn't use so much, and so and then I'm able to put that back into there. Go up there and chalk up the sawmill. Running down through there pretty good. That's what's left of the fire pile, or the burn pile. I don't know if I forgot to bring you over here. I think I forgot to bring you back over here to the final thing with that. Whoop. I think I still have in feather. I just had just a couple of little stumps there left, so might be the spring there before it gets dry enough where I can get back in there and take the rest of those root wads out of there and stuff. I was going to put them down here in this hole down in this ditch here, and but they was still quite a bit there, so I knocked the dirt off of them and stuff and piled them back up, and it burnt quite a bit more. So next spring or whatever, when it dries up, I'll go ahead and put them down here, and then I'll smooth that all up underneath there and stuff. He actually needs something, you know, he might want to keep that there. And he's got a bunch of concrete over there too, so I might talk to him about putting some checks in there, that concrete and brick and stuff that he's got over there. It used to be a two-story house that, you know, earlier video of me taking this house down, this two-story house, and with the big yellow friend, might be a good idea to go ahead and put some checks in there, because it was starting to cut a ditch, pretty good ditch down through there. So be a good idea to clean that up, slow that water down a little bit. Yeah, I was talking to you about the chicken house there, and then beep, 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 battery went dead, so I said, man. So, and when I went over and got the battery last time, it looks to me like I would have went ahead and brought 2 batteries, but I didn't. I just brought 1. So get out of that wind and get shelter up here to these trees, and it's not too bad. So what I did, I came over here, big yellow friend, and I went ahead and cleaned up some of this, and I was gonna go back and get the camera, because I promised you guys that I was gonna videotape it. Fell right on you. I was gonna videotape it and stuff, but I said, well, when I get up here to cut these logs and stuff up, which is not going to be very many of them, I gotta get some oak. I got 1 oak there, and I'd like to have 12 footers though, and I think them's only like 8 or 10. And then those are inch and a half, those ones you can see milled there. And those other logs are hickory up in there. So once I get dried up next week or whatever, I'm going to need some boards for that trailer. So anyway, I'll get you up here and let you go along with it. But I went ahead and snuck that stuff out of there with my big yellow friend, piled it there. It's not a good place to burn it there, but I figured, well, I can get it up there with the backhoe and I can push it once I get done with the sawmill there. Once I get done with it, I can go ahead and backhoe and either drag it or I can push it on up in here, because it'll probably be this time of year when you need to get this much rain, you're not going to have very many drying days. So I doubt if I'll bring a big yellow friend up here when I can bring the backhoe up. I wish I would have cut them up 2 inches, because I could have used them on that trailer project. Another little tree that fell down, looks like. Big old oak over there. Neighbor said we'll go see what he's got, but I don't see any dead ones. Well, that got the whole top out of it over there. That looks like white oak. Huh, whole top of it's gone out of that. So maybe I can have a scrounge up enough oak around here to do that trailer job. I don't think the old boys, I don't think the old boys are working back there today. Down here at the bridge. I don't know if we'll, it's supposed to stop raining Sunday, so, and then the wife will get you over there and give you an update of the bridge. We didn't do it last weekend because we was in Indiana, and so now it looks like they got the track hole way up there. Can't make out what that is, but they're real close to having the asphalt crew come in now and fix the road to tie onto the bridge there. Farmer Ronald was over there and cutting these beans, and he had some of these with that rain came a week or so ago. I think 10 days or so ago, it was made them start growing again and greened up. So I guess there's a chemical he had come in and sprayed and actually killed them. So he had to he got what he could, and those spots that you see left was still green. And those had a lot of green in them, and the bottom of the stem itself had green pods on it and stuff. So I'm sure that's why he had to pull off. Do the same thing over here. I don't know if we can cross that creek. I think we need to go back up through the woods here. The rain's going the other way. I'm gonna put it to the test here. We'll have to get over there where the grass is at. I'm pretty sure she's just gonna spin sideways up there, going up through there. So we'll cut over here. We've got just a little bit of sod. Kind of dangerous up in here too, with the trees, limbs coming down. But there was a little bit too much going across the creek. the ditch down through there that I probably would have floated before I would have went through it. So with it raining like this, there's no sense of taking any chances. You see those yellow balls there? That's hedge apples. There's a, no, that's not a hedge. That one there is. And that one over there looks like it is. They don't last long once they hit the ground like that. Usually critters and stuff will come and eat them. They say you put them under a crawl space or something like that, a house, they'll repel mice, and rats and stuff. Can't see through that windshield very much, can you? As long as you're going this way, or rain coming in that way, it's not too bad. But going up the hill here is going to get wet. So let's go for it. Well, take a look at it. Well, it's going to be in the rain again over here. Look, man. I should have backed up the hill. Back up. That's what I was planning on doing. I forgot. Last time it rained, I had the vehicles out there and get the poop again. Oh, watch out for that bump. Oh, barely. I hope you enjoyed that. It's flat coming down out there. The little John Deere, I mowed with it yesterday afternoon, after I mowed the big part. Did real good. So I'm thinking about keeping it and selling my Stag. It's a 48 inch. And seems like that does pretty good. It rides real good. 72 inch. And with what I got to mow here, it's best to keep bigger mowers going. You know, or keep them, you know, and get rid of the smaller ones. My old friend that takes me to high places, I don't use it that much, but it sure does come in handy when I do need it. Cardboard just getting wet here. And my Stag there. Not Stag, a Dixie chopper. Wifey says, "You gonna sell a Dixie chopper?" I said, "Well, no." Because you can flat get over some land. It's a 74 inch cut. And you can mow twice as much almost in the amount of time that you can mow with this one. It's just 2 inches difference, but that's a lot faster to get around than this here. Okay, put it in reverse, back up, turn. It does turn really, really sharp. Unbelievably sharp. I was really impressed. So no, I'll probably keep it, and still like to get a roof on it, but I'll probably get one, take that off and just get one like I've got on my other John Deere, because you know, those things are just way too expensive, too much to put the original thing back on there. So more than what I want to spend, but I still plan on giving it a wax job, make it look like new. I'll put my hood up here. As long as I got you up close here. That's what I said when I was running over here to get tools. Not too bad going back, but this coming over here wasn't very fun. So I heard this charger kicking in and out, so it's creeped up there at about 8 amps there now for some reason. I'm not knowing the reasoning why that's doing that. I'll just put the, yeah, see it just kicked out. Let me put the load tester on it and just see no, you know, just take you along here. Where's that? I gotta get you on the small tripod. And see if it's worth check the battery out, see how the progress is coming, see if it's worth wasting electricity to go ahead and charge it. I know the little 6 amp charger is not pulling too much electric. What the heck's wrong with here? There you go. You set you down here to get that load tested. I'm going to check the weather here a little bit and see if it's going to slack off a little bit, enough for these vehicles out there to kind of halfway dry off. And we're only up to 11 volts. Well, it's holding that. Usually if it's bad, it'll go right on over the bad. See there? So she's maintaining 11 volts, so that's not too bad. And it didn't go to replace. I was wondering how much. I'll put the 10 amp battery charger on there and see how much it's pulling. anyway. 2 o'clock. We're quitting here pretty soon anyway. I'd like to get the vehicles to dry off a little bit before we're back in. Yeah, I was thinking, well, I wasn't thinking. Like after the second time going back and forth in the rain over here, I would have got the umbrella out of one of my truck pickups. Oh well. One good thing about this battery, we got it turned back around now. The positive is actually positive, and the negative is actually negative. It's a 10 amp battery charger, the other one's a 20 amp, and it went right straight over to 15 amps. So it'll probably kick out too. Anytime it's buried like that, it'll run a little bit, kick out. So should not be pulling that much amperage yet, especially up to 11 volts. So let's switch this to 6 volt. And it's putting in a couple amps. I might. My big one there, when it was dead, putting in low setting 20 amps. And like I said, it was boiling out of that one hole there. It's coming down. To get down there around 10 amps, I don't think it'll kick in and out. So we might try to leave that on there. See See if we can get this up over that threshold. Like I said, I could take one of them out of the Big Mac back out there and exchange it with this here, and when I need to go start that Mac, all I do is just take the jumper cables, or take my generator over there with the bigger charger and get it started. We never finished the story about the farming and chicken house and all that stuff, so forgot exactly where I was, but leave me a comment if you want me to remind me where I was, and maybe I can remember what the rest of the story is, so if you're interested. Well, I think I'll get off here for now. Kind of want to get over there and clean that. What should I use? Could use a multi-cleaner first, and then come back with the don't need that. Armor All. There's no formula. Interior detail. What's this? Might be able to just utilize this. Fast and easy. That's what we like. Slick mist. Well, let's try some of that. Rag here. Still maintaining about 13 amps. I'd much rather it be down around 5 amps. We'll let it charge like that for a little bit. I might have to charge it today, take a note of what the voltage is, and see what it is tomorrow, and see if it maintained that same voltage. If it dropped very much at all, that means it's not going to maintain it. If it's not going to maintain that voltage, then I'm just wasting my time. So let's get over there and see if we can clean up where we took that seat out. Get that done. Kind of bring you along now. I don't know why I didn't go ahead and get this guy. You can see more or less what I'm doing here.